Hello guys, I am Matt and welcome to Can I Cook It? Here's a friend of mine, Jonathan. How you doing?
Oh, very good, thank you.
Good, good. So Jonathan, what are we planning on making today?
It's what we're going to be doing is we're going to make vegetarian cutlets. Often when we think of cutlets, we often use meat, but instead today this is something what any vegetarian or anybody who wants to use something different other than meat, we could just use vegetables of what we're going to be doing today.
And we're doing specifically chickpea cutlets, or garbanzo beans as known. And we have already the ingredients already prepared. We've made the preparations just to make sure this all gets all settled up. We're going to be mashing these chickpeas right here, and then we're going to mix them all together in the pan to make these patties. So come and join us and see if we can cook this. Right, Jonathan?
Yes, I hope it turns out great. I have confidence it will.
Okay, so we are going to mash these things. We have a masher, and do you know how to mash?
I've never really mashed per se, but based on the way it's designed, I'm just going to use what's called a trial and error method. And simply what I'm just going to do is just take this device here, masher, and we're just going to simply press down on the beans.
Yeah.
And by pressing down really hard, it should be able to mash.
Do you know how you can tell?
Well, once it's all mashed, you should be able to create a paste type consistency.
Okay, here's the finished product of the chickpeas being mashed, right, Jonathan?
That's correct.
And so the next thing we're going to do is get all of these ingredients, or at least and put them in this bowl, even salt and pepper included. We're even adding eggs right here for the for consistency, right?
Yeah, I figure texture, consistency.
Yeah, it's a good time to experiment, see how well it goes.
A little creativity. The recipe technically doesn't require it, so it would be perfect if you were a vegan.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to add the eggs, but otherwise.
So let's start putting that in here. Okay. Here's how many celery?
We got four cups of carrots, 4 cups of fine grated celery.
Yeah.
Or chopped celery.
Or actually, there's 4 stalks of celery.
4 stalks of celery.
And 4 carrots, much more.
That were grated.
Yes. And then we're going to only use 1 onion peeled, which is only one of these things. Yeah. Because we did some excess, to the what do you call it? Like excess amount of onions that we chop.
Actually, I like. Let's use the fine part.
Okay, the fine part. Oh, you like your work, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
We're gonna add 3/4 of a cup.
All right.
Well,
I think we're almost there.
We're almost there. Okay.
So we're gonna add this amount and then pour it in the flour.
That's right.
All right.
Good.
Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna do is try these eggs.
Open it up. Let it drop.
Alright, I'm going to add some pepper and salt to it.
Okay.
Just because the recipe mentioned that we have to do it for some taste.
Yeah, for taste.
Okay, so now we're going to mix all these together, and so that it will be patties.
Okay, so simply we're going to make the patties now. We got everything all mixed up, and we're going to take our container, the cup, and we're just going to scoop out.
Yeah.
And we're going to
make a patty out of it.
So
maybe I can try it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the way that we're going to do is make it how many inches again?
I guess it said make it.
Well, I mean, it mentioned 18.3 inch, but we're going to do a 9.6 inch.
Right.
Just for its own sake, So we actually just gone ahead to make the patties before we heat up the pan behind us. So we actually made 13 patties together. So the next thing we're going to do is get ready to put in the pan, and then like pancakes, we just heat them up until both sides are brown, flip them over, wait until that side's brown, and we're all ready.
All right, so basically what we're going to do, I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of oil, this measures out exactly 1 tablespoon.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll get the patties ready.
So let's just go ahead and spread this around the pan so it could get evenly distributed. All right, so let's kind of heat it up a little bit, put it on high, and get it to spread it around there. And
so got all these patties ready for you.
Like I said, you don't want to do it prematurely.
Right.
You want it to be really hot so it doesn't stick to the pan.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and put the start.
Yeah, how much do you think we can fit in there?
I don't know. It's not a very big pan, but usually I would use a bigger pan. But it's okay.
Yeah.
This will work. This is okay.
Yeah.
All right. So right now we got all the patties inside the pan, and so now we're just trying to wait for each side to get brown. Actually, when you see that it's getting brown here, that means that it's cooking right through. So we just flip it over, and as you can see on this side, it's already been cooked pretty well because of the brown color is an indication that it's cooked. So let's just wait this through it. And
so I made an error on my part. I suggested that we added too many patties, and they were also too sizable. We also figured out that it also expanded a bit.
yes, the heat will expand the patty.
Yeah.
So what happened was, as we were cooking it, part of it started connecting to the other patties.
Yeah, so it became more spread out and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm curious to know what it tastes like, so I want to try at least one piece, you know what I mean? Not bad, you know? I mean, I'm not usually a fan of cooked vegetables, but I'm still, I would eat it.
Yeah, it takes a while to develop that palate.
Yeah, it takes a while. As someone that doesn't, have that kind of palate, yeah. But I still appreciate you teaching me how to do this.
Oh, no problem.
Anyway,
It's my pleasure.
yeah. Thank you for joining us for Can I Cook It? We cooked it, maybe not as ideal as we hoped for, but it's a learning experience. Like, it was a learning experience for both of us. So stay tuned for other episodes, and see you around.